Okay, good afternoon, America. Dave Rubin, grifter and fake conservative, has today and recently realized that conservatives and Republicans may use him as a prop, to be all like, hey, look, we got a gay person who's on our side. Not all conservatives are bigots, even though most of the bigots are on your side. Most of them. I feel a burp coming up. Okay, so Dave Rubin, I don't know the details, the intimate details. I don't know if he's doing it via adoption or surrogate. Don't know, don't care. That's his personal problem. But when he announced it on Twitter, like most famous people do when they announce they're having children, regardless of how they do it, he got the same treatment. The comments had the same amount of vitriol, hatred as people did to Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg when he and his husband um uh um announced that they were adopting two babies. Just nothing but vitriol and hatred and just opposition and shit. Now I want to be absolutely clear. I don't give two shits about Dave Rubin. I think he's a piece of shit. I think he's a grifter who sold out to the right because he wasn't making money. To be honest, being on the left does not make you a lot of money. I mean, Bernie Sanders is one of the most leftist person in the Senate, and he is, even with the millions of dollars he makes from those two books, which I bought both of them, uh, he is the poorest member in Senate. Not a lot of money on the left, you know. Eh. Anyway, so he sold out, but I don't think he deserved any of the hatred that he got. Okay, that is his personal life. Okay, and in my opinion, like that's stuff you need to really keep to yourself. Like, I almost had a kid and I didn't go posting about it on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, you know? Uh but the point is that one comment that really sticks out is one person said, "Isn't this illegal?" No. For the person who commented that, it is not illegal for gay people to, whether man or woman, whether it's lesbian or gay, to adopt children or even have them born via surrogates. But some people, even like Dave Rubin supporters, were like, "Hey man, I like you and I appreciate your views, but this is where I draw the red line. I do not approve of this. Just blah 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 blah." Calling them abomination. Some things I do not wish to repeat. Just nasty hatred. Like, I'm surprised Lauren Boebert didn't say, "I gave birth in a truck and I'm more better than you, Dave Rubin, because I'm white trash." I'm still bitter about that little the shit she said to Pete Buttigieg. I don't like Pete Buttigieg or Dave Rubin, but that was disgusting. Anyway, and then he tried to defend his position, like, "Hey man, I have a right to have this," with Glenn Beck. That was your first mistake. And Glenn Beck said that that this whole situation of him being gay was like that homosexuality is like, it's like a flaw with alcoholism. It's a flaw like alcoholism. And I'm standing there going, "Glenn Beck, did you just compare being gay to being an alcoholic? Bro, like, I say this as someone who isn't gay or an alcoholic. I mean, I'm a massive pothead, but and I think it's starting to hit. But dude, there's nothing wrong with being gay or gay people, even shithead grifters like Dave Rubin or chameleon or Obama clones like Pete Buttigieg, for having kids, whether it's adoption, surrogates, or, and I only watched it out of pure boredom. You have a Will and Grace moment. That episode where Will goes and fucks a girl to make sure he's gay, but maybe instead he's too drunk to wear a condom. It's like, oops. It's like, I fucked a girl to make sure I was gay. And I found out I was gay, but I also found out I was going to be dead. Like, what? Regardless of the situation, there is nothing wrong with gay people having kids. Obviously, I was raised by straight parents who are still married to this day. I'm one of the few people from the 1990s whose parents are still married. Me and this one other guy. I told this joke that Oprah went around to 90s parents and went, y'all get a divorce. Y'all get a divorce. Y'all get a divorce. Everyone's here getting a divorce. But he looked at my parents and my friends' parents and went, except you two. Y'all couples are staying together. Everyone else is getting a divorce. It's like, did 90s parents even try to stay married? Back onto the point. There's nothing wrong. But, like, gay people are just as loving to kids as straight people. Straight people don't have a monopoly on love. You just have a monopoly on creating people. Yes, I know this sounds like a bench material thing, but gay people rely on straight people to make more gay people, although gay people can now do that now thanks to the invention of, like, artificial bullshit. Yeah, but you get the idea. Dave Rubin, you probably just learned that conservatives aren't your friend, buddy. They're not. They use you for window dressing. Oh, look, we got a conservative on our side. Aren't we not homophobic? Turns out they are. Or at least the common voters are. I have a theory that a lot of the Republican politicians who are accused of being racist, sexist, and homophobic, they're not really, but they're doing all that to pander to their base who is racist, sexist, homophobic, whatever phobic. You know, they pander to the deplorables. And Dave Rubin just found out that, say what you will about the Democrat voters, the majority of Republican voters are deplorables. They are the bigots. They are the racists. They are the people that would hate you. They are the people, especially the older ones, they would have you executed because it really hasn't been that long since you could have been executed for homosexuality in the Western Christian world. I mean, sure, it's happening in other places, you know, Saudi Arabia, you know, and now the Afghanistan, you know. I still support pulling out of there. Don't misread what I just said. But yeah, America has come a long way when it comes to people's civil liberties and respecting people, but we still got a ways to go. Not just with the law, but with society itself. There are still people who think that it is okay to hate on gay people. They refuse to listen to Jesus' statement of love thy neighbor as you love thyself. Now, I see nothing wrong with gay people. I say that as a Christian. I went to church yesterday. I went to Mass, a Catholic church. And I still, don't hate on gay people. Because, you know, at the end of the day, does it really affect you in any way? I don't think I have any gay neighbors. But I have a gay relative. Shall remain nameless. But let's say I'm parked in front of my house. Let's say that neighbor over there, let's say they're gay. Okay. How does that affect me? Doesn't affect me at all? I couldn't care. Because it doesn't affect me. Because I don't let these things get to me. Because, and for those of you who say, well, as long as they don't hit on me, shut the fuck up. I've been hit on by gay men, and I don't let it get to me. I'm so paranoid. I think it's hitting. I think the edible's hitting because I'm getting paranoid. A neighbor just pulled in, and I thought, oh shit, it's the fucking feds. Okay, I'm gonna calm down. But let's say Dave Rubin moved right next door to me. Sure, I would be like, oh god, that fucking sellout, that fucking grifter, that fucking right winger. The word gay, or the word that 90s millennials used to say back in the day when we were in school, that word would never come to my mind. I would mostly think, oh, that stupid fucking grifter is moving next door to me. That stupid fucking conservative, that stupid Trump supporter, that sellout. But gay, but any term that would, whether it's appropriate now or then, no, the fact that he's a gay man would not have come to my mind, because I don't care, and neither should any one of you. You know, I have a gay relative, and you know what? Doesn't bother me. It's not like I can fuck that person, because one, they're not attracted to me, and two, they're my family. And even if they aren't family, why does it matter whether that person is adopting? It's all just a big distraction. They would rather hate on this man for the fact that he's gay, more than the fact that he's a sellout, a grifter. And he's got no consistency. He's like okay, what are these people feeling now? He's like Ted Cruz or George Wallace or Pete Buttigieg. You know, like, there's a lot of reasons to hate him, but the fact that he's a gay man. Dave Rubin, I know he's not seen this because I'm a common peasant, but if he was watching, I would say, congratulations, man, you're going to be a dad. Even if it's not, the old-fashioned way of doing things. Being a parent, it's not easy. It's not. And it's a thing regardless of whether you're gay or straight. And every person has a right to be a parent after a certain age, although I do think certain individual people have revoked their right to have children or to be a parent. But that's on individual choices, not because of who they vote for or what they say. I mean, no, who they vote for or, what group they belong to. But, just let Dave Rubin have his moment of happiness. He's going to be a dad, okay? And to people who think that, this will make people think being straight is okay. It is okay. Any gay person who's watching this, I want you to look at me. Both eyes. There's nothing wrong with you being gay. And that comes from a Christian, by the way. Devout Catholic. Goes to church. Went to church yesterday. And I see nothing wrong with gay people. There is nothing wrong with Dave Rubin. I'm going on a tangent. It's just sad that we still have people in this mindset. And in other countries, in other European countries, the people who are like this, they're that one uncle, at Thanksgiving, or that one person on the street who's lost their mind. But we're still in this backwards mentality with some people. And I live in a state where that's a majority of the people, or at least a majority of the older past 50 people. Not saying that there aren't, young people who are homophobic. Trust me, I met a lot of them in high school. What do you call it when you're being homophobic to someone who isn't gay? The high school variant of homophobia, calling you a cuck. Anyway, I'm going on. The edible's starting to hit, so I'm going to go inside and, trip balls. Seriously. Dave Rubin's an idiot. He's a sellout grifter, and I don't wish any good on him, but, let him have his happiness, what little he's got. He's obviously a miserable person, not because he's gay, but because he doesn't have a backbone when it comes to his beliefs. He doesn't have any beliefs. He's just a follow the money sort of guy. So let him have what little happiness he can get from being a parent. And screw anyone who wants to hate on him. I swear to God. Okay, I'm going to go inside and be high. Stay awesome, stay progressive. Don't be a homophobic prick, even a Dave Rubin. And may the force be with you.